There we go. Okay.
Okay. All right. Once again, welcome to the summer workshop. Sarah, put the URL in the chat. Once you go to it, you should see a screen like this. You want to select the top option, sign in with LoiLoNote. After that, it'll ask you for your school username and password. So the school will be US event, no space. Your user ID will be 2508-S and then two numbers. So for you, you are 17. And let me know if you have any troubles, by the way.
I'm actually switching to my computer now.
Okay.
Um, so yeah, to make it easier, I was on my phone. So
Okay.
I'll try to do this. Give me a second.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah. If you guys are on a computer, it might be easier to do like a split screen.
Yeah.
Could I be admitted to the meeting?
Admitted to the meeting.
You should already be in it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, for your
I'm
computer.
joining. Yeah,
Oh, for the
Got
computer.
it, got it, got it. I was like, I
sorry.
see you. How is this possible? Okay, yes.
I'll leave
Okay,
for
gotcha.
this one.
Okay. Okay, there we go. Cool. Leah, are you screen sharing? Because I just see your face twice.
Oh, um, oh, oh, it's the desktop. Now can you see it?
Yeah, got it.
Yes. Yes. All right.
Um,
So Sarah, once you go to that URL, you should see this login screen, and then you want to click the top one, login with LoiLoNote.
Could you send me the link one more time?
Oh, yes.
Sorry.
Yeah, no
With the
worries.
new login, it
Yep,
doesn't have anything in the chat.
no worries. Mm. Did you see that?
Okay. Okay, sign in.
Yep,
School
and then
volunteer.
sign in with LoiLoNote.
Mm-hmm.
And then the school will be US event.
Mm-hmm.
User ID 2508-S. And you are 17, so S17.
17. Okay.
Yep. And then the password is MK3SRV58. See if you
So, okay.
Perfect. Yes, I see you. Awesome. All right. And then you
Okay.
should see a summer workshop screen and then just press note, new note.
Okay.
And it should take you to the desktop screen.
You know. Hmm. I don't see that.
you might have to
Mm.
click on the summer workshop first.
Oh, okay, okay. Okay, new note. Yes.
New note. Yes, awesome. And then I can see that you're attending right here. Perfect.
Mm.
Yeah. For the purposes of this workshop, we've given you student accounts. I'm using a
Oh.
teacher account. The UI is pretty much the same, but teachers have certain like management tools like this, so you can be able to see exactly where a student is in LoiLoNote.
Mhm.
Nice, awesome. All right, so now that we've logged in, This is today's schedule. We're going to be doing 5 minutes of a quick self-introduction. Then we'll be doing two activities, about 20 minutes each. And then after that, we'll be doing 5 minutes of a Q&A, and then I have a little goodie bag for you guys. Nice. All right, so to start us off, Alexandra, would you like to introduce yourself first?
Yes, you both have met me, but my name's Alexandra. I'm the sales and marketing director for LoiLo USA, and my lovely colleague Leah is in Japan, but she helps me all the time. So,
Yeah, yeah. Sorry if you hear any cicadas in the back. It's Japanese summer right now, so they're just blaring all the time. But yes, I am the customer success agent for the US market, and I'm also their Japanese and English translator. So originally, LoiLoNote is a Japanese product software, and I translate like the UI, the manual pages, all of that. Nice to meet you. And can I
Nice to meet
ask,
you.
I know Alexandra has met you guys, but can you do a small self-introduction, Sarah and Juan?
Sure, I'll go first. My name is Sarah. I am a vice principal of Cal Prep School. It stands for California Accelerated Learning Prep School. I currently have a high school program where we accelerate the learning for students to take college courses, and then by the time they're done, they move on to the third year of college. So it's very much accelerated. What I want to do now is to extend it out to middle schoolers. And then I thought LoiLoNote would be very helpful with the engagement. So I want to learn more about how this can be helpful for my school.
Oh, awesome. I'm actually originally from California as well,
Oh,
Southern California, Inland Empire area.
oh, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And I
Cool.
just issued your account this morning. I just
Oh,
saw that come in.
yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Nice. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And Juan?
Yeah, hi, I'm Juan Ponce. I'm currently a English teacher for high school. It's my first year. I work at an alternative school, so a lot of the students there, the traditional school setting kind of like failed them, or they were successful in that area. So I thought LoiLoNote would be very useful in like trying to differentiate the my teaching and for their learning. And yeah, next Monday is my first will be my first day, so I'm just excited about
Oh,
that.
awesome.
yay.
Yeah. Mm.
Oh,
Awesome.
exciting. Nice. Awesome. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet
Great.
you as well.
I actually, before Lola, no, I was an English teacher teaching high school in Japan too. And one of my schools that I taught at was a high school alternative school. So I definitely understand the challenges with that.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah. Okay, awesome. Great. Okay, and then let's talk a little bit about Loyola. I know you both met Alexandra, and she's probably already gave you this spiel, but just at least for the recording too, Alexandra, do you mind just giving a little bit about what Loyola is?
Yep. So LoiLoNote is an all-in-one interactive classroom platform. It's used primarily for curriculum integration and enhancement. We see a lot of scaffolding and different learning journeys created within the platform. It is a K-12 platform and it's suitable for any subject. Uh, and We have seen improvement in test scores. So, Loyola USA started as a pilot in San Francisco, and they were piloting fourth and fifth grade, using it for mathematics primarily. And we saw an increase in their math state test scoring by about 30% over those 3 years. And then we also like to say that it's great for schools and districts that are trying to do more with less or to save money and time. With our 1 year free trial, it is the longest in the industry. We do that intentionally so that users have the time to fully scope out the platform and use it in a variety of ways. It also, with the 1 year, you can kind of try to see actually gather metrics as opposed to
Mhm.
just like a 3 month journey. It was originally built in Japan. It's now embraced all over the world. So we have 13,000 schools over six, is that right? 6 countries?
I believe so, yeah.
is
Our main ones are Japan and Hong Kong and Taiwan and
yeah,
India.
2.8 million daily users, and about 60% daily usage rate. Um, in the US, we have doubled our customers in the last year. Um, and we also offer unlimited professional development and training. And we are establishing a Loyalo teacher community. So if that's something that you're interested in, we can talk more about that as well.
Yeah, we already have a very big teacher community in Japan, Taiwan, and Hong Kong. But for the United States, we're still growing it. So yeah, awesome. Thank you so much, Alexandra.
Mhm.
All right. All right, so to get into it, there are two activities for this summer workshop. The first one is called Shiritori. Do you know perhaps what that is? So yeah, okay. Probably not. All right. So Shiritori is a Japanese game. It's usually a word game that a lot of children play. Since Loyal is from Japan, I figured, hey, why not? Let's learn about some Japanese culture. Today, though, we're going to be doing a picture version of it. So believe me, the rules are very, very simple. So this is the start. Here is the finish. You're going to connect the word cards to get from the start to the finish. So you're going to be using it with fruit. So the way Shiritori works is that for the word, the last letter, the next word has to start with that letter. So for example, let's do this one together. What is this? It's a
Panda.
panda, right?
And
So we would look at the last letter, A, and then which fruit starts with that letter?
apple.
Apple, perfect, yes. So for LoiLoNote, what I just did is I was editing a text card. So this is a picture card. The picture card is actually pinned. You can't move it. So we're going to be doing some skills to figure out how to use LoiLoNote and also do this game. So my picture card is pinned. You can hold any card and remove the pin. Once you remove it, you can move it around. Now, my apple is a little too big for this circle. To resize it, you just hold the circle like this to resize. Then you can move it into the card. Once you do that, you can do this square and make sure it's actually in the card. You can fine tune it. And then to repin it, you just hold it again and pin it. Now, I have green cards for the words, but this doesn't have a green card. So to make a text card, all you have to do is go to this plus, get the green card in this card, and there you go. So now it's smaller, but it doesn't have the same shape. So the triangle cards are actually to resize or crop it. So you can resize and then move it with the square. And then once again, you can just start typing apple. But now it looks a little to the side, right? This was central. If you go up, we have our justification tool that can make it in the middle. But now the text is a little too small. You can always adjust the size like this. Okay. Any questions so far? No? Okay. All right. So I did this one for you, but now I want you to do it by yourselves. So now I'm going to send this card to you. Send. And it will pop up on your desktop. Let me know if it didn't pop up. Once you get the card, all you have to do is tap and hit the square to go inside. Does that make sense?
And if you
All
guys
right.
have any questions while you're working on it, just shout it out.
Yeah. Okay, I will set a timer for, let's see, maybe 5 minutes. just for right now.
Mm.
I had one of my coworkers when I was showing her my workshop. She was like, I want to try this out. She's not a native English speaker, but she's like, I'm gonna try it. And she got most of it correct, but this part, she was like, what is this?
And I tried the extra one at the bottom in the
Is
note.
the extra one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. I had that as a backup just in case.
Okay.
Yes. Also a hint, you're not going to be using all of the fruits or vegetables. There are some decoy ones.
Mm.
All right, you have 1 more minute. 1 more minute. All right, 10 seconds.
I thought I was done, but an image disappeared. So
Oh,
Mine did.
Usually,
Was it
if it,
was it strawberry?
No,
if
mine's
it,
watermelon.
the watermelon, interesting. If it disappears, usually it's because it went behind the blue
Uh,
card. So if you
that's what
move
it
the
looks
blue
like.
card, yeah.
Oh, I
Sometimes
see.
these fruit are a little shy. Sorry about that.
I see. I see. Okay, got it.
Yep.
Okay.
Awesome. Nice. All right, time's up. Do either of you need any more time? Did you do it? Good.
Yes.
Nice. Okay. All right. So, before I share the answers, I want to just do the skill check real quick. So, on the yellow card right here, if you hit the square again to go into the skill check. So, I want to make sure we were understanding what to do. So, if you go to the pencil, we have the pencil tool right here. So you can check which skills you feel like you have down pat, like entering a card, hitting the square, changing and cropping the size. Okay, the thickness is a little small. You can change the thickness if you want. You can also change the color if you like. Pinning and unpinning a card, if that makes sense. Entering text on a card, changing text size, changing text alignment, and doing what we're doing right now, drawing a check by hand. And then probably the last one, you're like, wait, we haven't done that yet. So submit using send. So if you hit the back button and you go back to this card, at the top right, there's a send button. Now, send actually means quite a few things, but in this case, we want to submit. I think I need to make sure my task is is up. Aha, okay. I have it in preparation. Okay,
Okay, I was gonna change it. You can do it.
perfect. Thank you. Okay. All right. So once you go back to your card, you're going to want to hit send, then submit. Then you want to click the task box that says Shiritori game. And so this is how teachers can make homework or assignments and have students submit their work there. So once you've done that as a teacher, I can see who has submitted. Let's change the layout. It's a little bigger. Okay, nice. All right. Perfect. Nice. Okay, so I can see everyone's submissions. Now, if you go, so for example, you can also go. So it's this submit button at the top. If you don't see it, all you have to do is just hit back so you can see the desktop screen. If you go to submit and then the Shiritori game, you should also be able to see the submission box. But you may be able to tell you can't see all the submissions. Yes. So by default, students can only see what they've submitted. So, so they can't copy, right? They can't be like, oh, whoever is the fastest, I'll just copy their answers. No, no, no. By default, students can only see their answers. But teachers can share answers. So once you're done discussing or going over the answers, you can do this. So now you should be able to see everyone's. If you click into it, you should be able to see a zoomed in version of everything. Oh, nice. Awesome. Fantastic, Sarah. Oh, nice one. Perfect. Nice, nice, nice. And then here's mine. I haven't actually sent anything. Ah, okay, interesting. So we actually have some different answers here. Let's compare. Let's see what's going on here. Okay. All right. So both Sarah and Juan have left out the orange and the cherry. And Alexandra is saying that you can use both in here. Oh, tangerine.
Yeah, so that's what I did
Ah,
when I was looking at it before this. That's what I did
yeah,
originally, and then I was like, "Oh, tomato, duh."
yeah,
But
yeah.
I wanted to show that some students may call it a tangerine, so I put them both.
That's true. I never thought about that. I honestly never thought about that. Oh, I love that answer. Okay, nice. And like what we just did, so for example, if there's a student that had a different answer, you can easily compare different students. Like, oh, okay, these are the same. Oh, okay. Oh, Alexandra, you have a different answer. Do you want to explain that? So that's actually a perfect example. Thank you. I would have never thought that. Okay, awesome. So let's see. I'll pick Sarah. Okay, so start panda, A, apple, perfect. Apple ends with the E, egg, nice. Ends with the G, to grape, grape, to sow, E to S. Sarah, would you like to explain yourself if you want?
I did. What was I doing?
What were you doing? E to S.
I didn't connect. Huh.
Is it supposed to be
Let me see.
plural?
Let me see what Juan did. Aha, grapes. So it still
You did
works.
plural grapes.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it still works.
Plural
But
grapes. I don't think
as a teacher, yes, as a teacher, I have to get you on that about the plurals. So I could also mark up something. Hey, don't forget the S, right? And I could
Yes,
send it back to you. Like maybe if, something's
you're
missing.
missing something.
Yeah. Be like, oh, watch out for that. We could also do stamps as well. Like, ah, so close.
Oh, how
We're
cute.
almost there.
that's our mascot.
Yeah, that's our mascot. You'll be seeing a lot of him during
Oh,
this
oh, it's a
presentation.
mascot. Oh, I see.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. His name is also Loilo, Mr. Loilo. But yeah, okay, great. And then so ends with a W, watermelon, perfect, and noodles. Yes. My coworker was like, "What? I don't know. Is this ramen? But ramen doesn't start with the N." So yes, noodles, you got it right. And then yes, now you got the S, strawberry to Y, yachts. Yes. And then tomatoes, perfect finish. Awesome. And then Juan, I think you did the same. Perfect. Nice. I'll give you a great job sticker. Amazing. Fantastic. And then love this thinking. Super good. Love that. I'll
In
give you a way to go. Thank you, Alexandra. You're a way to go.
plural grapes.
Nice. And then, so I've marked it up. So this little red pen means like I've made some marks or I've made some corrections. After that, I can send back to students. So for example, share marks immediately. So now on your screen, you'll see my edited version of it. So teachers, as they're marking, you can put, the students won't be able to see, oh no, I already got an F or I got an A. You can control when they see when you do corrections or markings. But yeah, great. Awesome. Do you guys have any questions about this or any of the features I just showed? Good. Okay, awesome. Nice. Okay, all right. So for our second activity, oh, sorry, I forgot to give the answers, but I think everyone got that correct. Yes. So, for example, you can also send this if you want to give the answers to students. You can also make another card to do that. Yeah, awesome. And I would like to say too, this activity I didn't just make. It was actually a teacher who made this activity in LoiLoNote. So it was a teacher. Sometimes teachers don't have a lot of time and they don't want, have to print off a lot of things. So like they make some of these activities and you can easily change this into a vocab activity, sorry. Or, maybe it's about the life cycle, something like that. Yeah. Awesome. All right. And then moving on to our second activity. So this is about our thinking tools. So thinking tools. So, okay, the activity is we're going to choose a discussion question to answer, and then we're going to use a thinking tool to brainstorm ways to answer the question. And a thinking tool is a term we use for like mind maps or brainstorming dioramas. So this is what one of them looks like. Everyone probably is familiar with the pyramid. We also have like Venn diagrams, we have Venn circles, and we actually have a bunch of them. So some of them you might not be familiar with, like a butterfly, for example. And you're like, why, how the heck can I use that? Don't worry, we'll get to that. Or we also have something called a candy chart. because it looks like a little candy wrapper. But yeah, we have a bunch of them. So I want to try to use one of them today. And since we have not a lot of people, I want to ask you guys which you would prefer to do, which activity. Instead of choosing individually, I think we should all discuss it together. So let me know which one you would like. So number one, how do you make a lesson or activity engaging for students? Number two, what approaches do you use to support different learning styles or needs in your classroom? Or number three, how do you encourage student reflection and ownership of learning? So what do you think? One, two, or three?
I would be interested in two.
Two? Okay. One, is that okay with you?
Yeah, I was okay with all three because I do want to hear responses to that, but the second one works well. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Great. And then because it's actually just the two of you, I'm going to do a bonus feature and I'm going to show you about our shared tool, or sorry, our shared note feature. So this requires us to go back, go back, go back to the note screen. So I had you create a new note, right? I told you to say note, new note. But we actually have something called a shared note. So a note is for personal use. It's usually one user and they have their own notebook. A shared note is just what it says. It allows multiple users to be on the same desktop. So I'm going to make a new note. I will share it with you guys. I'm going to put thinking tool activity. And by default, teachers are the only ones that can make a shared note. Okay, and then once I've done that, if you go back to the shared note tool, you should be able to see this and click into it. And I can see from the top right who is in here. Perfect, 3. All right. And now when I make something, you should be able to see it immediately. Right? Can you see that on the screen? Great, awesome. Now I know that you're in here, but just to confirm, can you make a text card? So if you go to text card and then pick your favorite color, just make one so I can see where you guys are at.
Mine says view only.
You only, okay, let me check.
I don't have that bar available on this side.
Really? Okay, let me check.
Yeah, on the bottom right says view only or like locked.
Shared
Ah,
note locked view only.
perfect. Yeah. So by default, shared notes are locked so that students don't all of a sudden just make any changes. So here, let me unlock it. Okay, now try it. Perfect. Yes, Juan, I see ya. Perfect, Sarah, I see you. Yep. And so even when I move it, you should be able to see in real time what I'm doing. Nice. All right, so this will be our discussion question. What approaches do you use to support different learning styles or needs in your classroom? So now we have to think what thinking tool best fits this. So on that same bar, if you go down to thinking tools, you can see all of our thinking tools. So what best fits? What do you think for brainstorming purposes? I am partial to the jellyfish. I usually do. Sorry. And then it gives you a massive one. So that's why resizing is really important. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Sorry, one. Nice. Yes. Resizing. Oh, Alexandria with the circle. Okay. I like that too. Yeah. Okay. Let's do that one. All right. And so I'll take hers And cards are great is that when you click and hold on them and you hover them over a card, like for example, this is huge, right? If you hover them over a card, it automatically resizes it for you. And then you could just click into it. So let's click into this thinking tool. So this will be our question. And thinking tools work a little bit differently than text cards. They're actually very convenient is if you double click anywhere, you can start writing. So you don't have to add a text card, you just double click because they're all about trying to capture the thinking immediately. So they try to be very versatile. Yeah. So yeah, I'll give us, let's see, 3 minutes. And yeah, we can just write different ways that what we've done or what we're thinking of doing if we don't have too much classroom experience. Yeah. All right. Let's see. 2 minutes. I'll give us 3 minutes actually. And go wild, don't be shy. Anything, any kind of idea is fine. Nice. Okay, the timer has come up, but does anyone want more time or if you thought of anything else? Good. Okay, awesome. All right. I'm going to just really quickly, because I love these answers, I'm gonna make them their own cards, by the way. That way we have a little bit more to work with. Nice. Oh, collaborative discussions. Yeah, I also talked about that for sure. Nice, nice, nice. Visuals, love that. Yes. Oh, nice. Absolutely love that. Ah, I am definitely more a visual learner. for me when I was a student, I always had to be like scribbling and doodling, and my teachers would get so angry because they thought I wasn't paying attention. I'm like, no, that's how I work. There's a method to my madness here. Nice. Awesome. Okay. Now, I was a little cheeky. There is a part two to this activity. Sorry, I need to go back to my notes. Let me just get there real quick, but stay there. Just stay there. So the part two is that now that we've talked and we've added different ways that we can do this, part two is now I want you to rank the choices by how often you can implement them into your own classroom in school, right? Some of these are like, the ideal way, like, of course, oh, sorry. Of course, I would like to do this. No, not my camera. One second. Of course, I would like to do this, but how often can you do that, right? How often are we able to do these in our classrooms? So I want you to do this. Another thinking tool, but it has to be a different thinking tool. And instead of just adding a thinking tool, what you can do is go to the dots at the top right, change tools, and then whichever one you pick, so probably for me, it'll be a pyramid. If you do that, everything that we've written automatically gets copied there. So you don't have to do it yourself. So now that I did that, now I can rank them, right? Like maybe this will be most frequently, like I can do it every class, right? Or yeah, every class. And then maybe, actually maybe in the bottom, I would like this every class. I'll put a little thing right there. And then maybe at the top, it'll be once in a blue moon, right? Like this. And then you can just move it based on what you think, based on what your classroom needs are and how your students are, or what you're imagining your students are. You can rank them like that. Any questions about that? So once again, all you have to do is in the thinking tool, go to the dots at the top right, go to change tools, select a tool, and it'll automatically make the tool and copy it. Yes, nice. I just saw someone do it. Perfect. Yes, awesome. Perfect. Nice. If you go to the top too, you can also change the tool's color too. It doesn't have to be that dark blue. Nice. Awesome. Perfect. Yeah, I'll give you another minute to rank. Rank what you think you can do. Don't forget, you can also resize, change color. Nice. And once you're done with that, I'm going to open the submission box again. And then let me know if you need remembering of how to submit. But oh, I love that. Different thinking tools. Very nice. Very, very nice. But yeah, once you're done, feel free to submit. Mhm. Nice, awesome, great. Okay, and I've also shared answers too, so you can see this in your own submission box. But awesome. Okay, number two. I think this is you. 17. Sorry, I think this is you, Sarah. Do you mind? Would you like to talk about what you wrote on your
Okay.
computer now? It should be in presentation mode. So yeah.
Okay, so I took all the ideas and kind of grouped it by different learning styles. And
Mm-hmm.
then I remembered that I was supposed to rank it. So I just put a number on
Ah!
who I feel like what I feel like is the most popular type of learning style or most utilized.
Mhm.
So yeah, does that explain it?
Yeah, so is number one most utilized and then number four is least?
It feels like.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I feel like visuals, I mean, it makes sense, right? We have the board, we have worksheets, we have
Mhm.
pictures. Those are most easiest to like make and create. But
Mhm.
right, number four, having options for homework, right? That's hard, especially when you're dealing with paper. It's hard to be like, yeah, draw a picture of this, you know. That might work for like vocab, but not for anatomy. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, thank you. Thank you for sharing. All right. And then Juan, you use a different thinking tool. I love that. Can you talk about what you put?
Yeah, so I ranked it from like on the left side says least likely, so the bottom's least likely and top is more likely. As it goes up is more likely.
Got it.
It's a rake, but I thought more about it as a ladder.
Okay.
But honestly, I would have used all of those. Like they're all good,
Mhm.
and it was just hard like putting them into like the rake.
Ah, got it, got it, got it.
But all
Nice.
of them are really good that I would
Yeah, yeah,
use.
yeah, for sure. And I like to you also put visuals as being most likely too.
Mm.
Can you talk about why you put collaboration slash discussions kind of more least likely? What do you feel like is a hurdle for that?
Um, Sometimes the students would just like to talk about other topics like outside of school related stuff.
Yeah.
That was been my experience in like student teaching, but most of the times they do talk about the assignment, but a lot of times like it gets out of hand.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Definitely. For some of us, especially when we incorporate digital tools, you know, a lot of times like a student wants to just goof off, right? Because like Loyola looks very visually appealing. So, you know, you have text cards, you have editing tools. So we see a lot of times that sometimes students also just like to make whatever, right? Just changing colors. So that's why we have things like, you know, locking the screens or doing presentation mode. I don't know if you guys noticed, but when the other person was presenting, your computer was locked. So, like you couldn't go outside of that. You had to focus on the presentation. So that's why we have some of those features is to manage some of that, right? Because kids are gonna be kids. Yeah. Awesome. Nice. I love it. I love that you guys were using different thinking tools because, you know, your thinking was different. I thought immediately, okay, I'm going to do the pyramid because, like, ranking it. But you did different ones, and I didn't even think about that. And we see that a lot where teachers can't predict every different way a student thinks, right? Everyone's thinking patterns are different, and students are no exception. So this is why we have thinking tools. It's allowing students to be able to express themselves, figure out what they're thinking about, express their ideas in their own way, which is why we try to really emphasize about our thinking tools. Awesome, I love that. Do you guys have any questions, by the way, about thinking tools or what we just did?
At one point you were like highlighting text and then
Yes.
immediately made a white card. Was it
Ah,
like a copy and paste sort of thing or
yes. Yeah. So for example, if I do this, copy, and I'm just like on a card, if I paste it, it automatically makes a text card with that. Yeah.
oh okay. That makes I was
But yeah.
confused because I thought you were like clicking a lot of stuff quickly.
No worries, no worries. Sorry,
Yeah.
I was using my keyboard
Um,
setup. But if I paste it like this, it's the same thing. You can hold down. So pretty much any keyboard shortcut, there's also a way to do it with the mouse as well. Yeah.
okay,
Yes,
thank you.
great question. Yeah, great question. Anything else? Okay, nice. All right, well, that actually pretty much wraps it up for this workshop today. So I kind of already asked you this, but do you have any questions about anything that we did today? I see you thinking, Juan.
So if I make a note and like put a lot of stuff there,
Mhm.
um, the students wouldn't see that, right? I have to like share the cards with them.
Yes,
Oh, it's
so
just a shared
anything,
note. Yeah.
yeah, so anything, and this is the same for teachers and students. Anything that you put in a note, no one else can see unless you send it or unless you convert it to a shared note. Yeah.
Oh,
And notes are organized by subject and class. So this is our US events school, so it looks a little bit different. But it would be like history could be this, right? It'd be history. Maybe we're talking about like the frontier expansion, right? So I'd have the class, and then I'd do a new note, August 13th, frontier expansion, unit 1, or something like that. So it's all organized like this. And in the notes screen, you have your notes, your share notes, but also the tasks. So what I just did, the thinking tool and the Shiritori task, you can see it right here as well, and you can create it. You don't always have to be going into the note screen to do that. And then I didn't actually talk about it, but there's also a timeline. So everything that I've sent you, everything the student sends to the teacher will always be accessed by the timeline. I know some students are like, I didn't get the homework, I didn't get the worksheet, I forgot it. Well, no more excuses. They can always access it with the timeline. Any other questions? Yeah, okay, nice. All right. And then as a thank you for joining this workshop, I really, really appreciate it. I know you guys are probably on summer break right now, and this is the last thing you want to do is thinking about work. I have a tote bag for you, but it's a digital tote bag. I'm sorry, I don't have a real one. But I promise if you ever see me or Alexandra in real life, we will give you a tote bag. Don't worry. Yes.
Thanks so much.
Yeah. So this tote bag has a lot of goodies in it. So here you go. So number one is, well, I think you both actually already have an account.
Yeah.
But if you didn't, you can open an account. So one of the things I didn't talk about is our web cards. So if you see this in any of the cards that I send you, that means this is a web card. So on the little toolbar, there'll be a magnifying glass. You just click it and it'll take you to that website. Yeah. Okay. So yes, probably Alexandra already talked about, but we have a 1 year free trial, like she said. It can be a free trial for one classroom, one teacher, a whole school, or even a whole district. Anything is okay. So to sign up, all you have to do is the magnifying glass and fill out the form, which you both did. Thank you very much. Okay. Next up is our English manual. So a lot of people don't realize we do have an English manual. I am the one that makes them. I am the one that translates them into Japanese. So if you ever have a question or you need help about a feature or like how, give me an idea of like, I want to do this in my class, Leah. How do I do that? I'm here to help. I can do that for you. And like I said, the magnifying glass, if you click it, it will take you straight to the manual where we have a bunch of different pages. Next, you can also follow us. We are on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Threads, and we also have a newsletter. I'm not sure if you guys know, but we have a newsletter that me and Alexandra make, and you can sign up with the magnifying glass. And then lastly, you can connect with us. Now you both for sure know us. If you want more, because like I said, there are so many features I did not even get to, like our materials, just a bunch of different things. You can also schedule a demo with us. So you just click Mr. Loilo and then the magnifying glass. Okay. And then lastly, thank you so much for attending this workshop. Your feedback is really essential for us. We would love to know your thoughts. Was it too long? Was it too boring? Did Leah talk too much? I'm sorry if I did. But yes, feel free to fill out the worksheet or the workshop feedback with the magnifying glass. Okay. All right. So I will send this to you guys. I'm going to send it a different way. I will drag and drop it, and then let me know if you didn't get it. And once you get it, all you have to do is the plus sign and all the goodies will tumble out. But you can also click and it's like a presentation. You can just go forward and backward. But yeah, I think that does it. Sorry we ran over a little bit, but yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to talk to me or Alexandra. Thank you guys.
Thank you. Thank you so much. That was very helpful.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Also, I was thinking how it works from like the student perspective, not just the teachers.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a little deceptive because the UI looks really similar, but the teachers actually have a little bit of extra tools.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sounds
Awesome.
good.
Yep.
Thank
Okay.
you.
All right. Have a great day, guys.
Thank you for your
Okay.
time. I
You,
appreciate it.
yeah, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.